Welcome back to the All Long Island Games. It's the class of 2026's turn to shine. As, of course, some of the best freshmen on Long Island going head-to-head. And some of these guys made impacts on their varsity teams at such a young age, which was amazing to see. And then, of course, some of them playing JV for their public schools, JV for St. Anthony's and Chaminade. Of course, we have some of those guys here today. And this game is loaded with talent. And the white team will get possession first. Nolan Hopper, the big righty out of Chaminade, certainly a guy to watch. Welcome back to the All Long Island Games. It's the class of 2026's turn to shine. Everybody, I'm Jared Veluzzi. Thanks so much for tuning in. The 2025's wrapped up in a 9-8 contest. We're expecting a lot of the same as now the 2026 class, some of the best freshmen on the island going head-to-head, and we saw some of these guys on their varsity teams at such a young age, which was very impressive. And of course, some of them made big-time impacts on the JV level, whether it's for their public school or for schools like St. Anthony's and Chaminade. And Brody Waxer looking inside. He was unable to find his man. And first real opportunity of the game, that one off the pipe. And in net for the white team, Dylan Rappaport out of St. Anthony's. And, we're going to see Rappaport, who is tremendous place for Express Chaney, and Caden Cullen, who is another amazing goalie out of MacArthur. And now Hopper looking to get to his right hand. Some good defense there. And that's going to be an illegal pick, so the black team will take over. Logan Valegko from Ward Melville in net for the dark team. And Ward Melville has had such an amazing string of goalies as of late. And Ryan McGay with the clear out of Harbor Fields. He was another young long pole for the Tornadoes after such a successful season getting to the Suffolk Class C semifinals. And that bounce shot just over the cage. And picking up from behind the cage, Dante Spadaro out of Mount Sinai. And Spadaro losing that one after some good defense. And now the dark team looking to clear. Anthony Muleri has been awesome so far for the Dark team out of MacArthur. He's playing some good defense, and now on the clear is Brody Waxer. Waxer looking for Nicholson. He was unable to handle it. And now Cameron James on a good move, but it looked like Rappaport came up with the save. And Cameron James out of Smithtown East had to be one of the best freshmen on all of Long Island this season. One of the leading goal scorers for a Bulls team that went to the Suffolk County Class A championship. James formed a tremendous combination with Ryan Rooney, which was extremely fun to watch. Now time and room shot, and that's a high bouncer. And the white team doing a good job taking advantage there. As the dark team hedging a little bit on defense, that gave an opportunity for a time and room from about 15. As that was Michael Siakamo out of Harbor Fields. And Luke Waxer looking to pick up the GB, unable to do so. And Waxer is one of those 2026s that played in the first game, as a couple of them played up with the 25s. And what looked like a transition opportunity, nothing going. Harrison Voorhees out of Chaminade is one of those midfielders in a Flyers class that is very talented. Chaminade, of course, loaded freshman team, excellent JV squad. A lot of those guys will be playing on the JV team next year as they're looking to return to glory at that level after not winning a title this season. Now here's Nolan Hopper. Hopper uses the screen, gets it off to Spadaro. Spadaro back to Hopper. Now on the sweep, that shot was stopped by Vallejo, but great defense by Nicholson. Outlet pass just a little bit short, so it's going to stick with the white team for possession. And here's Mason Larocco. Larocco spins to his right hand, quick shot. That one's saved by Vallejo. And Joe Nicholson, the midi out of Wantagh, he plays his summer ball for Team 91 Storm. He's been a good midfielder today so far, getting all over the place. Now the dark team with another possession. There's Cameron James on the near side, no look pass. Unable to find a man, and Frank Filberto with the GB. And Brady Waxer with the interception. Waxer, underhand shot, that one just wide. Excuse me, Brody Waxer. And Brody Waxer and Cameron James both had excellent freshman seasons, helping their teams both making deep postseason runs. Good defense by Aiden Nowaski, 26 out of Shoreham Wading River. Nowaski also played in the previous game. And in this 2026 class, we see some guys who play for Express Channy. They are the top team in the country for that class. When it comes to summer lacrosse, they have started off their summer with a bang, and a lot of these players, including the guy with the ball right now, Frank Filberto, who has been an excellent defenseman, he's teamed up with Ethan Bramoff to form one of the best combinations on that side of the ball. And that pass a little bit high, so that'll be a turnover by the white team. The dark team will take over. And on defense for the white squad, who we'll see if the dark team gets a clear here. You know, Connor Rocchio out of Comswag had an older brother, Dylan, who is excellent. We'll see him in the 2024 game. Ryan McGay has been tremendous out of Harbor Fields, number 13. And then I mentioned before, Frank Filberto. So the clear for the dark team is successful, as Joe Nicholson getting it done in between the lines once again. Cameron James on the skip pass to Brody Waxer. Waxer with the one-handed pass. That time a far shot from the midfielder, just a little bit high. And Hopper's pass a little bit too much for his teammates to handle, so back-to-back turnovers for the white squad. Now Joe Nicholson with the left hand. And Nicholson on the lefty sweep, he gets his first of the morning. And, you know, I mentioned the little things that Nicholson was doing in between the lines, clearing the ball, playing defense. This time he does it on offense, as his high heat gets past Rappaport. And we'll see a goalie change for the white team, as Rappaport, who was excellent so far, will now be subbed out for Caden Cullen out of MacArthur, and a MacArthur team that lost a lot compared to the previous year. They were loaded with 2022 prospects. This year, the Generals took a little bit of a dip, but with guys like Cullen coming up, expect MacArthur to really be in the mix when it comes to Nassau County Class B for the next couple years. And speaking of MacArthur guys, that was one right there on the ground ball. And the dark team looking to get possession, but Luke Waxer has a different idea in mind. The Bethpage product with the clean GB. Waxer gets it back to Cullen. Now they'll look to clear. That pass intercepted. Dark team looking for an opportunity in transition after John Askin with the interception, but what a save by Cullen. And good give and go to get the clear. White team has numbers, and a shot right down Main Street to give the white team another goal. And a great clear, and if you don't stop the break, that's a mistake, as looked like that was a Chaminade product on the finish. Let's make it back-to-back goals for the white team, but we'll head back to the face-off X. Now Nicholson on the far side gets over to Brody Waxer. His pass a little bit too high on the inside. Now Waxer on the near side, spins back to his right hand. Waxer double teamed, gets a one-handed pass off to Cameron James. But James gets double teamed immediately by Nowaski and Filberto. And now a shot on the far side, and that's a laser. And doing a great job in the unsettled situation. And wide open was number 30 for Black. He stings the top right corner. And just 5 minutes to go in the first half. As back and forth we go here from Breezy Park in Huntington. It's the All Long Island games here on the LI Sports Network. As we go back to the face-off X. And this time it's the dark team getting possession after the white team went early. As Carter Lockman from Wantagh goes early that time, but he has been excellent here today so far. And now Cameron James working on Aiden Nowaski. And what a bull dodge there, but they're going to say that's a ward. As that was big number 37 for the dark team. And Caden Cullen will look to clear for the white squad now. Cullen has done a good job when he's been in the game. Excuse me, that's Nick Zank. As that was a number change. Zank, another St. Anthony's product. Nicholson looking for the GB. That's going to be a loose ball push, so we'll stay with the white team. And just a couple minutes left here, if that. Seems like just under that, actually. So the white team is going to have to go. That was a great double team as that forced that shot to be wide. As we've been seeing some really good help defense. Of course, this is just a showcase. A lot of these players from different travel teams, different high schools, not really playing with each other before. But team defense has been pretty solid. As, of course, this is showcase-style lacrosse, but been seeing a lot of good slides, a lot of good help defense. And now here's Nolan Hopper out of Chaminade. Hopper backing down his defender. He gets double-teamed as Joe Nicholson does a good job, almost forcing a turnover. And now stepping in from deep, never getting there, but Dante Spadaro on the rebound, unable to put it in. Now the dark team will get possession. Now here's an opportunity in transition as looking for a pole goal there was John Askin out of Farmingdale. His shot goes just wide. And now the white team will take over. John Askin, one of the Dalers, he Very talented LSM. He's going to step up next season for a Farmingdale team that went to the New York State Championship. But the Dalers, they graduate a lot of those 2023 prospects. They had a special senior class. That's why they won the Long Island Championship in both football and lacrosse a year ago. But now they're going to look to the younger guys like Aiskin to really step up next season. He's certainly a guy to watch in this game and someone to watch going forward. And that was a great ground ball picked up by Aiskin, and now the dark team will get another possession as Brody Waxer on the far side. We have an amazing matchup between Waxer and Filberto, and of course, Filberto might be a little bit on the smaller end, but he is one of the meanest defensemen in the country for the class of 2026, and a little bit of a hidden ball trick as it even got some of the parents and a couple of the coaches as well, almost resulting into a goal, but the shot goes wide. White team with the backup. And Zank throws a laser, but that goes off of his teammate's stick, out of bounds. So that'll be a failed clear. And with that being said, that'll be the end of half number one. Make sure to come back for the second half. It'll start up in just a couple minutes. You're watching the All Long Island games. It's the 2026 version here on the LI Sports Network. Welcome back to Breezy Park here in Huntington. You're watching the All Long Island games here on the LI Sports Network. It's the class of 2026 as we're back with the second half. And facing off for the white team, we have JJ Damo out of Farmingdale, and we mentioned the Dalers earlier winning a Long Island championship in Class A, and players like Damo will be stepping up next season. Certainly someone to watch here in the summer, as you know, his summer team, along with his teammate Luke Waxer, who we see right over here, both excellent for Team Igloo. And the Dark team win that battle for the ground ball. As Dominic Pisante, the goalie out of Long Island Lutheran, get to see him in the second half. That should be exciting. And here's Will Mattice. That time a lefty shot from what looked to be around 15 yards, just a little bit wide. Now here's James from X. Gives it off to Nicholson. Now Nicholson, this time with his left hand, that one on the outside. As that one no good. Now Fabreau's pass a little bit short. Intercepted by the dark team. Good ride by these attackmen, and that's something that, we've been seeing, in showcases. Some attackmen could slack off. Not the case here today. They've done an amazing job riding and getting possession back for their team. On a great split dodge and an even better finish. And that time going from X, and ladies and gentlemen, that is really how you turn the corner. As that left-handed laser gets past the netminder, another goal for the dark team. So now we see Carter Lockman back at the face-off X for the white team. And Lockman wins it. His pass unable to get over to his teammate. Now we have the dark team. They don't have numbers, so they'll elect to settle things. Now here's James on the wing. James with the setup gets it over to Waxer. Waxer looking to get under his defender, looking to find Cameron James on the cut. He's unable to handle it. And this time Cameron James is able to get the pass inside. He's unable to finish that one, rings off the pipe. Rocket on the ground ball, gets it back to his netminder. And now white team looking to clear. As Ferraro Wright gets that one over. As Michael Siakamo behind the cage out of Harbor Fields. Two-handed attackman has been very good for the Tornadoes, looking to make something happen here. But Siakamo loses it. Waxer gooses it to his teammate. And now here's an opportunity in transition. Waxer to Nicholson, over to James, but he's unable to haul it in. That outlet pass just over the head of his teammate. And Will Mateus has had a great day so far, getting ground balls. Him and Anthony Muleri out of MacArthur have been excellent. And now here's Waxer on the near side. Waxer uses the pick. Looking to get over the top. Right-handed shot on the run, but that one's saved. As that was Caden Cullen in net, so Cullen on the white team, he gets a big save there. Now here's Nolan Hopper. Hopper used the screen, but he's going to elect to dish it. And that bounce shot looked like Pisante got a piece of it. And that also went off the crossbar, so. Backhanded attempt, that one saved. Another one by Pisante. The LILJ goalie back-to-back saves there. And a great outlet pass by Matthijs. And right down the alley, another goal for the Dark team. And, you know, they've had some really strong midfielders here today. And that time we just see a lefty down the alley. A quick split dodge, getting a step on his man, and unleashing one with his hands free. He goes top shelf. And we'll go back to the X. Now battle for the GB, won by the Dark team once again. And Nicholson with it. Giving off to his attackman. Now quick double team, and that's just great defense there by Connor Rocchio and company. As that was Rocchio and Nowaski getting in on the fun. Both Suffolk County guys. And Caden Cullen gets a big save for the white team. And Nowaski gets just enough of it to keep it inbounds. He gets off to Filberto. And Filberto's pass was successful for the second to Siakamo. Siakamo was able to handle it after not being able to control possession. And now Siakamo with the short stick, Waxer, who doesn't usually play defense, so we'll see if he wants to go after that matchup. And that shot from far out, deflected on the way, so Pisante has an easy time corralling it. And now a skip pass, opportunity, but that shot just wide, as that one looked like it skimmed the outside of the net there. Now white team looking to clear, that pass deflected, but Luke Waxer picks up the ground ball. He's able to find Siakamo. And a great one more, and it's Nolan Hopper on the finish. Hopper goes high, he has his first of the morning. And the white team gets another. So we go to the X, that one won by Lockman. Skip pass, Hopper, underhand shot. Never got to Pisante. So Pisante gives it off to Waxer. Waxer runs by one guy, and he'll clear it relatively easily. Waxer dishes it off to Nicholson. And now Nicholson wants a pick. He goes the opposite direction. He spins back, looking for a teammate. He ends up going to the nearest guy. Now Waxer from up top. Goes down the alley. Waxer looking to get underneath his defender. Now right above GLE, behind the back pass. Finds his teammate, but that's Caden Cullen coming up with the big save. Cullen, Adam MacArthur has another save this half. As Nowoski able to handle it before getting it off to his teammate, and the white team will look to set up something offensively. Now here's a dodge down the alley. That one right off the crossbar. That's been a theme so far in this one. I believe we've seen 3 pipes in the second half. And now here's an opportunity for the white team. It's been a settled 6-on-6 for quite a while now, as the dark team has done great on defense. But Siakamo catches it inside, and he gets that one past Pisante. And after a stout run on defense, a pass inside, and what a handle by Michael Siakamo out of Harbor Fields. In traffic, he gets the bounce shot to go. As we'll see yet another face-off here in the second half, as the dark team wins that one backwards. And that's a good GB by Siakamo, so he has done a good job, whether it's scoring or the little plays. And now opportunity in transition, and almost a pretty 4-on-3 chance. And check that, in the last goal for the white team now is Charlie Coster out of Garden City. And back in transition, it's Hopper, and we've seen him from that righty shooting spot being so effective. He cashes in another. As Hopper from Chaminade, you guys see the high heat. He's a big righty. The Flyers are going to love over there. He'll most likely be playing JV next year, of course. Chaminade, so loaded at every single class. But watch out for him this summer. It should be a lot of fun to see. And Lockman wins the GB. Opportunity, he's looking to cash in, but Pisante says no. Lehigh goalie with another key save here in the second half. But after a great play by the dark team, that pass just a little bit too high. So teams exchange turnovers. And now Dylan Rappaport and the white team here at the All Long Island Games will look to clear the ball. They do that with ease. On some great defense there, as John Askin was tremendous, and then we end up getting A clear for the dark team as that was Nicholson. Now over to Waxer. And now James on the far side uses his pick. Looking for a quick lever pass. Unable to get anything. Now Waxer picks it up. Low ground ball offense. Nicholson. And almost some amazing execution by the dark team, but the last pass had a little bit too much heat on it. And Rocchio does an unbelievable job with the contested catch with the pole. Definitely one of the more underrated plays that we've seen so far here today. But as I say that, that is offsides on the white team, so no short stick staying back. We'll give possession right back to the dark squad. Now you have Parker. Over to Waxer. And Brody Waxer being defended by Luke Waxer out of Bethpage. And Brody fadeaway shot, that one no good. As he is so dangerous from 5-on-5. Brody Waxer working in his office, but that shot just a little bit to the outside. Now this time it's Cameron James. James looking for a behind the back attempt, but give credit to the defense there. Good stick check. Makes that one go out of bounds, and Charlie Coster and company will get the white team possession. And Coster lobs it over to Rocchio. And what a shot and what a goal that time, as taking advantage of the unsettled opportunity was the white team. As time winding down here in the second half, as of course 22-minute running halves. So around 5 or so minutes left in this one. And ground ball won by Damo. And now Hopper on the far side. And now just 2 minutes left in this one. Spadaro on the far side. He's been good in this one. Him and Nolan Hopper have created a pretty good connection here in the 26 All Long Island games. And a good job staying in bounds was Hall. And now Nicholson fakes the pass. Now gives it off to Waxer. Waxer from deep, that one just a little high. And now James from X. James backing down his defender, gets the edge. Cameron James turns the corner and finishes. And Cameron James does a good job laying into his defender and then turning the corner. No help defense, and you can't do that against number 8 in dark. So just under a minute left now in this half, so either team, whoever wins the face-off, has to go. And the white team is going to get possession. So time winding down. And that will do it. We conclude the 2026 All Long Island games at 10 a.m. We'll have the 2027s taking the field. Everyone, this was 2026 games here on the LI Sports Network. Make sure to come watch the 2027 prospects when we come back from this break.